Hello everyone, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. This week I have brought my lovely mother, Misty, to join me. So I got this trend from Nikkietutorials. She did it a while back on her mom, where she turns her mom into her. So I'm gonna do this makeup look that I have on my mom. We're just gonna talk a little bit and have some fun with makeup and get into this. And this is in celebration of Pride Month, which is super exciting, but I've been doing nothing but rainbow looks, so I did something kind of neutral with a little pop of pink. So we'll get right into it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're not already. Click the little bell icon down below so you're notified every time I post a new video. Give this one a thumbs up. Go follow my socials as well. I am Hunty725 on Instagram, Hunty MUA 725 on TikTok. I'm also on Snapchat and Twitter. And share my videos, because when I reach 500 subscribers, I'm gonna do a little giveaway for you all. So let's get into this look. So we're gonna go in with some primer first. Mom is already moisturized and I am going to prime as well. I'm gonna use my One Size Secure the Blur primer. So normally on a client or something, I wouldn't use my hands much on the face, but because it's my mother, I'm gonna be a little more free than I would on a regular client. I'm gonna prime a little bit. By the way, right before, I did wash my hands right before I started this, so I just want you to know. And for primer, I'm also going to go in with my Jaclyn Cosmetics Hydrating Under Eye Primer. This stuff feels so good. So we're going to go in with foundation. I'm going to use my Huda Beauty Luminous Matte in shade 300. I am prepared for this video and have a list of notes and questions. So we're just gonna talk.
And I am not.
And we're just gonna talk a little bit. It's easy stuff that you'll be able to answer, so don't worry. Tell everyone, what was I like growing up?
Gosh, you were kind of pouty when you didn't get your way.
Any good things?
Other than that, yes, it was all good. You were a good kid. Even as a baby, you were a good sleeper, a good eater. You were always very polite, very respectful, good student.
Like hobby-wise, like what kind of stuff was I?
Oh, it was always music, theater, and music and band. You loved to read. You always loved to read.
I could not tell you the last time I read a book.
Well, you grew out of that then.
You always have such a nice tan, so I'm using the shade I use on myself at the end of summer on you right now.
You were a funny kid. You were like, when you were around like toddler years, you would talk in third person a lot. If you were eating something, you would say, Hannah don't like it, or he don't like it. So funny.
How early did I start talking?
You were talking by the time you were a year old.
That's annoying.
Well, and you haven't stopped.
Oh, God. Your eyebrows to look just like mine. I'm gonna do the same look, but where it's flattering to my mother, it would not necessarily look right if she had an eyebrow this big on her petite face. So
Thank you.
Just let me preface while we're still in the beginning stages of this. So we've got the brows just filled in and shaded a little bit. I used, of course, Anastasia Brow Wiz. My mom is blonde with natural brunette roots like me, so I used medium brown to keep the root color of the hair the same. And then I'm gonna make sure we're all blended out foundation-wise, and we're gonna put on some concealer. So what was one of your, or some of, you don't have to just pick one, what were some of your favorite memories of me as a kid?
Oh, I would say vacations at the beach with your grandparents, all of your band things, your state and district competitions. And
how was it when I don't know if I've ever mentioned much on here. I was very involved with band. How was it when I first started band?
Not great. Not great. When you would practice your saxophone and I would go outside. I would have to. Practice did make perfect.
I'm gonna go with concealer next. I'm gonna go in with the Jouer Essential High Coverage Liquid Concealer. This is in the shade Custard, and I'm going to brighten with this. Really good tip real quick, so while I'm still putting on concealer, if you're having trouble blending out like in the inner corner of your eye or somewhere pretty small like that, taking a dense brush like this is really good for blending out that cream product in hard to reach areas that you can't get to with a sponge. So now that we have foundation and concealer, I'm going to cream contour with my Patrick Ta Major Sculpt Cream Contour and Powder Bronzer Duo in She's Sculpted. My mom is actually the one, she gets me turned on to several brands, and Patrick Ta is one of those brands she tried out before I did. Told me how amazing it was, and yeah, everything I've tried is amazing. So in terms of contour, I've explained before, I think cream contour is easier. I don't understand people that say powder contour is easier to work with. I don't think it is. I got my mom into cream contouring years ago when she started.
I can't do powder.
I don't understand. I'm gonna sculpt out your face a little bit. Getting everything blended out. So Mom, were you surprised when I came out?
Not really.
It wasn't like the most shocking news in the world.
No, I mean, I'm your mom, so not really. I just always try to let you be yourself and didn't push you into things that you didn't want to do. You know, there's the stereotypical all boys have to play sports, you know, and you did. You played and you enjoyed some of them, but you know, like I said before, you were a theater and a music guy, and that was okay. That's just who you were. Who you are. I'm sorry.
Going to set the face using my Anastasia translucent setting powder.
Why that look like chalk?
This powder is really good. So I know Mom looks a little ghostly, but that's okay because we're baking in the oven at 350 right now, and we're gonna get into some eyes. So for eyes, I'm gonna go in with something pretty new and new to me as well. This is the Lunar Beauty Life's a Drag Facelift palette. Let me open it here. How pretty is that? Oh my goodness. So Lunar Beauty's first eyeshadow palette was called Life's a Drag. So this is essentially that, but revamped and with 7 new shades. It also came in a bundle with a brush set, so I'm gonna use some of those brushes too. And do this pretty simple look with a little bit of a pop of color, because I want to do something a little fun, but not too freaky. So we're gonna get into this eye look.
You know, because your mama's boring.
No, you're not boring. The first shade I'm gonna go in with is this dark brown shade down here on the bottom. It's called Mug. You know what a mug is? Like someone's talking about their mug. Like that mug was beat.
Yeah.
Like I beat my mug before you got here.
Yes, not a cup.
And I am just gonna start by packing that shade all over the lid area and then blending it. once I've got that packed down on the lid, I'm just gonna buff that out.
Ooh, that tickles.
It doesn't hurt. I had someone tell me once that my makeup was really cool, but they didn't like doing their makeup or letting their friends do it that were into it because it really hurt during the eye part. And I was like, someone ain't doing something right if it hurts your eyes.
Hurt.
And I am gonna take the shade Sickening and just blend it out above that dark brown. Once we are done with that, it's pretty basic on the eyes, but I am adding in a little pop of color. I'm gonna take this bright pink up here called Kai Kai.
Ooh.
I'm gonna pop that on the inner corner and then blend it out a little bit.
That makes me nervous.
I know it looks a little weird at first, but it gets blended out and looks different. And then since it is the inner corner, although there's color there, I still want there to be a little bit of light reflection. So I'm gonna go in with Full Fantasy up here. I can't remember if this is the one that I believe it is. When I watched Manny's review, he said that this shimmer kind of takes to any shade it's put on top of, so it's universal. Kind of a translucent shimmer. So I have got the one eye done for the most part for now. I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing to the other eye off camera and we will be right back. So I'm mostly done with the eyes up top at least, so we're going to keep going. So I've talked about my experience, but what's it like being from the South and having such a like progressive and open-minded kind of view of things?
I mean, everybody's not the same. You know, everybody's not gonna look like you and walk like you and vote like you, and then that's okay. I mean, that's how I feel. We're not all the same, and that's hard for a lot of people to understand.
I'm gonna dust some of my Jaclyn Cosmetics Last Act translucent setting powder just to get the rest of that baking powder off, and this powder gives a nice non-powdery finish, which is why I like it so much. I'm gonna finish up the eyes real quick. I'm essentially just going to take those same two browns, the lighter and the darker one, and put them below the eyes. I'm gonna go ahead and bronze up the face a little bit. I'm gonna go in with my Jaclyn Cosmetics Bronze and Blushing Duo and Pink Me Up and Oh Honey. That's what that looks like. So do you feel like me getting into makeup has allowed us to bond in a different and closer way?
Yes, I do.
I think it's a lot of fun.
It is fun. You've taught me lots of things.
You've taught me things. One of the things I learned from my mom that she learned from her grandmother is that if you buy cheap makeup, you're going to look cheap. In today's day and age, that's changed a little bit, but for the most part, especially if you wear it throughout the day, that's very true. So for mascara, I'm gonna go in with my Fenty Beauty Full Frontal Mascara.
Excuse me.
We're gonna glue on some lashes real quick. These were the lashes from Amazon that I talked about a video or two ago. This is just one of those pair. I'm gonna cut these down a little bit, glue them on, then we'll be back to finish up. So we are back and have some lashes on. This is actually my mom's first time wearing false lashes, and I think they look fabulous.
Feels really weird.
But we're going to finish up the look and talk a little bit more. So you've let me do your makeup on a few different occasions. Will you do my makeup sometime?
Me?
Yeah.
Of course.
I think that would be a fun video idea. You all should let us know what you think of that down in the comments. Should I bring Mom back again and have her do my makeup? So I'm gonna go in with my Jaclyn Cosmetics Brightening and Setting Face Palette. I'm gonna go in with this shade down here just since Mom is a bit darker than I am. Ooh, she cut. Wow.
What?
Like your contour and like your jawline. So for blush, I'm gonna go in with the same bronze and blushing duo from Jaclyn Cosmetics and use this pinky shade here. How do you feel about a lot of blush?
I don't care.
I like a lot of blush. So what do you think of me getting into makeup and starting YouTube and all this crazy
It's
stuff?
exciting. I'm excited for you. You're very good at what you do, and you're very talented, and I'm excited.
I appreciate that you are so supporting of it because it's become something that's such an outlet for me.
I enjoy watching you. I've been to a few weddings where you've done the brides and the bridal party, and it's fun to watch. So
We're just gonna set the face now and then put on some highlighter and lips, then we'll be all done and we're both ready to go to bed. So let's finish
because
up.
I'm old.
I'm gonna go in with some highlighter. I'm gonna go in with my Jaclyn Cosmetics Accent Light Highlighter in the shade Sparks.
I love that.
So good. And last but not least, gonna go in with
Last but not least.
Last but not least, we're gonna go in with some lips. I'm going to be using Jaclyn Cosmetics, the lip liner in the shade Macaroon, and then the liquid lipstick in the shade Mama. I figured that would pay a little homage to you being on my channel. And then a couple things. How I always finish my looks as usual are with some brow gel and some lip gloss. So I'm gonna brush some clear brow gel through the brows just so they look a little more lively and not so powdery. And then for lip gloss, I'm going to go in with my Fenty Creme Gloss Bomb in the shade Bubble Binge. Wow, I used this like 2 videos ago and I can't remember what it's called. So that is the end of the video and the finished look. I recreated what I did on myself once again on my mom and had a lot of fun with this.
I had fun too.
Thank you so much for coming on to my channel again. I know people enjoyed it before. Thank you for being, as always, so supportive and loving and just all this craziness. You are there cheering me on through it all, and that means a lot.
You're my baby.
And I love you dearly.
I love you too.
I had a lot of fun with this. You all let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you want to see Mom come back and do my makeup next time, then we will make that happen. As always, don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. Give this video a thumbs up and click the bell icon so you know every time I post a new video. Share away so I can reach my 500 subscriber goal and do a giveaway. And check out the description box for a list of different products I used on myself and my mom. Follow my socials at Hunty725 on Instagram, at Hunty MUA 725 on TikTok, and I'm also on Snapchat and Twitter. That's in the header on my channel and the next screen you will see here shortly. And thanks again, everyone. I'll see you next week, and thanks again for coming on my channel.
Thank you.
So
Happy Pride Month, everyone.
Happy Pride. Bye, everyone. See you next week.
Bye. Stop. Shit. Oh.
It's a song, in the song the girl's talking about how she got ass for days.
You don't.